Man, oh man, that's a hell of an accusation to make, man. I don't give my boy the hatred that he has for Dr. Dre.
Suge Knight goes in on Dr. Dre. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Alize. Don't forget to subscribe. So I wanted to speak on this topic. Suge Knight on his podcast not too long ago was speaking about Dr. Dre. And obviously, if you don't know, Dr. Dre and Suge Knight were basically 50-50 partners in Death Row. They started it off, basically. Dre left and he didn't even take what was owed to him. So ever since then, Death Row or Suge Knight and Dre have been always going back and forth with insults and threats. Basically like a 25 or 28-year-old rivalry. Even to the point that Suge Knight, the reason why he's in jail was he wanted to confront Dre and everybody else at the Straight Outta Compton movie set about money. But like I said, on his latest episode of his podcast, he went in on Dre.
He had a drug dealer. Gave him all the drugs he needed in the world because he a dope fiend, basically. He turned his son onto his drug dealer. His drug dealer gave his son, sold his son, and his son died, OD, dead. He didn't stop dealing with his dealer. He ain't laying down either. He still do business with him. Especially when you live in double lives, you know. And I knew Andre lived a double life. There was a guy named Bruce. He met Bruce at a Chippendales. He was a stripper for Chippendales or something. Next thing you know, Bruce was living in his house. Next thing you know, they besties. Next thing you know, they dress alike. Next thing you know, everybody said it was him. Next thing you know, he was taking care of Bruce. And that went bad. Everybody knew the truth. I think one of the main reasons that he was a woman beater, because a lot of men who's gay, they want to be a woman. And in the industry in those days, you can't be a gangster rapper and you like men. So the drugs and the alcohol was their escape. But they was always jealous of women. So any little thing a woman do, they gonna beat the dog out of them.
Speaking about how Dre lives a double life, that Dre is a homosexual, and he even mentioned multiple men that Dre has had relationships with, dating back all the way to like the 80s and 90s. Had men living with him. He spoke about Dre even being on narcotics of some sort. This is something that we've never heard in the public. Like, Dre on drugs is not something that we've ever heard. But he dropped that bombshell in there. He even accused Dre of being at fault for his own son taking an overdose, because that's how Dr. Dre's son actually died. Then he went into Dr. Dre's well-known assault on Dee Barnes, who was a TV presenter. Really horrific attack he had on her back in the day. And it was in front of a lot of people, but this is when Dre was drinking, so maybe he was under the influence or something, I don't know. But even Suge said that Dre's aggression to women was basically because he was fighting his demons because of how he's a closet homosexual. Well, a lot of accusations from Suge Knight. I mean, the last one was that Dre was kind of responsible for Ricky Harris dying, because Ricky Harris was Dee Barnes' husband. And that Ricky Harris apparently went to Suge Knight and was saying how he feels depressed and really low because Dr. Dre put hands on his woman and he didn't do nothing about it. Then Ricky Harris apparently lost his life like a year or two later. Many accusations from Mr. Suge Knight, basically, in a nutshell. And I've never understood that. I've always thought, why is Suge Knight so obsessed with Dr. Dre? Dre didn't even take his share of the money when he left Death Row in 1996. He just wanted to get out of that company. You would think Suge would be happy with that. But he's been like a woman's scorn ever since that day, with every opportunity trying to badmouth Dre. And I've always thought maybe there was a bit more to their relationship than what we've seen. Because if you don't know, Dr. Dre was with Michelle A back in the 90s, and then Suge Knight started sleeping with Michelle A. And this is really the real reason, I believe, that Dre left Death Row. Because how are you going to still work with somebody that betrayed you like that with his own lady? So what I'm thinking is, maybe Suge, Dre, and Michelle A were into some freaky deaky stuff. You know what I'm saying. And it would make sense because Suge's acting like him and Dre were like together. And like, cause Dre left, it's kind of, he's hurt by it. Suge's going at Dre for decades. And it doesn't seem like it would be just a business reason. It doesn't make sense because Dre left with nothing and Suge kept everything. Suge losing Death Row was nothing to do with Dre. So it doesn't make sense his animosity towards him. He's not mad at anyone else from Death Row, just Dre. Just think about it. They were in business with Dre. Dre left with no money. Suge should be happy with that. He got with Dre's woman, but Suge's still mad at Dre. It should be the other way around. It should be Dre is mad at Suge. But former head of security of Death Row, Reggie Wright, has also added to this kind of theory. And he even said this on his channel.
Man, oh man, that's a hell of an accusation to make, man. The hatred that he has for Dr. Dre and his Suge. He left the company. He left the company because you was his baby mama. She was pillow talking with you, telling you everything that was going on. He set her up and found out that she was the one pillow talking. So I don't know, man. I don't know. He acts like him, Jimmy, and Dre was in some type of love triangle. The way he's so mad about and so vindictive towards them.
Well, he said that it's like Suge, Dre, and Jimmy Iovine were in some sort of weird relationship, the way Suge's always bashing Dre. It's just a theory of mine. I don't know if it's true. Probably not. But it really doesn't make much sense how and why Suge Knight keeps speaking about Dre in such a disparaging way. But apparently Suge is going to go episode by episode speaking about individual artists who were on death row. So that episode was all about Dre. It's going to go into Snoop. I'm sure he's going to be saying some bad stuff about Snoop. I'm sure he'd be cool with Corrupt, Daz. I think they fell out, so he's going to get it. But anyway, people, I want to know what you lot think about what Suge Knight had to say about Dr. Dre. All these allegations. And what do you think about the theory that maybe these two had some sort of romantic link? And that's why Suge Knight has so much heat for him. Just a theory. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's fresh hip-hop opinion. Peace and love.
These are things that's opinionated at best. At best. There's no factual evidence, no way that any of us can know these things. And stuff, Suge.